I'm Dan Gertzgrove. I set a bucket list goal 25 years ago to use my holidays to travel and learn 50 cuisines from around the world. The goal was then, and still is now, to learn about culture through food. Join me to explore the foods, sights, and sounds from different countries around the world. Everyone needs a life quest. This is mine. Let's go. Belgian cuisine. It doesn't need to or even try to show off. It's not loud. It doesn't brag. But just spend a few days here and you'll realize it doesn't have to. This small country punches way above its weight in the culinary world in all the ways that matter. Beer, chocolate, fries, and waffles. Let's start in Aalter, northwest of Brussels, outside of Ghent. And then this is our cooking class. I stepped into the kitchen with Chef Stefaan Leliaert of Trattoria Stefaan, my guide, teacher, and drill sergeant for the day. This class was about the kitchen fundamentals. No Insta-filters, no fancy phones. Real Belgian food, the kind that sticks with you both in your ribs and in your heart. First up, the Belgian fry. There is a century-old debate of whether that fried potato cut into long, thin strips that we love around the world is actually French or Belgian. But before we enter the fray, there are even more countries to acknowledge at the heart of this origin story. Potatoes originate in the Andean region of South America, as the mountain range cuts from Peru into Bolivia. The Spanish brought them back from their conquest to Europe in the mid-16th century. Modern-day Belgium was at that time under Spanish rule, and the French were and still are their finicky neighbors. From there, versions of our story start to diverge. Some say this essential side dish got its name from the term to French, which means to cut in a Julian shape. Belgian lore often ties the origin to the Moules Valley, where villagers, unable to fish due to frozen rivers, began frying potatoes in a similar manner to their usual fried fish. Another story suggests that the reason that is called a French fry is that American soldiers in Belgium during World War I were introduced to the dish, and due to the language spoken in that region was French, they began referring to them as French fries, a name which then spread to the US and then globally upon their return. Regardless of what you call them, you'll see them everywhere here. Crisp armor outside, molten soft inside, pretty much the perfect side dish, base for a dish, or even entree itself, especially late night. But let's get into what I learned about the secret of the perfect Belgian fry. First, choose a potato that is high in starch and low in water content. Then, peel the potatoes and cut them by hand into sticks, about the size of your index finger. Pat dry, and then fry in beef tallow. While vegetable oil can be used, it won't provide the same rich taste as an animal-based fat. Next up, the double fry. Prep your oil at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Then do a first fry in small batches, about 4 minutes each batch. Remove your mostly cooked fries from the oil, put into a colander to drain, and let them cool for at least 30 minutes. Crank up the heat of your oil to 350 degrees for that second fry. 2 to 3 minutes until golden brown. Remove, salt, and serve those fries immediately. Fry perfection. Now on to the Belgian waffle. These are not the sad freezer versions you see in the grocery aisle. These are golden, light, crunchy, and soft on the inside. Take a bite and you will be rushing off to get a waffle iron. Next up, chicken in Mornay sauce. Rich, creamy, unapologetic. The kind of comfort food that makes you rethink every boring chicken dinner you've ever had in your life. And of course, Moules Frites, mussels steamed in white wine and herbs. Those gorgeous Belgian fries stacked like soldiers beside them. Briny, buttery, messy perfection. Best eaten with your sleeves rolled up and your pride checked at the door. Now, speaking of pride, Belgium also throws down with pancakes. Thin, wide, sweet, or savory. Crepe perfection. Belgium's reputation may rest on beer, deservedly, but the country is creeping into wine territory too, sparkling wines especially. I visited a local winery and I was impressed by the history, craftsmanship, and quality. Belgian home cooking isn't flashy. It doesn't try to be. fries, waffle, chicken, beer, wine. Come for a culinary visit and you'll understand why this quiet region has some of the best comfort food in Europe. If you're still watching, you're either hungry, planning a trip, or both. Either way, go ahead and subscribe. Let's keep eating our way across the world together.